We're starting with a new section called Modifying Objects.dwg. I'm sure you notice we have so many things new in this drawing. We have some objects. Don't worry, it's just a customized or sample blocks. You can easily have it in AutoCAD. We'll go and explain how to get these in future videos, so don't worry about it. First, let's go and take a look on these. I have a model view saved for you, so I go on top, custom model views, furniture. It zooms nice to the furniture or these blocks to allows me to see it. We're gonna learn how to select objects. There is something in AutoCAD called noun-verb. How do we activate that? I'll discuss that for you, but first, in a clear area, just right click and select options. You will get this large window of so many things, but we're just gonna go directly to selection. In here, in selection models, noun verb selection, it should be activated. With this being activated, it will make so many things easier. For example, when this is active, I can either select my object. When it highlights, I'll escape. When I put my cursor near it, it will highlight it. So as I click, it will highlight it with blue, so this object is selected. After selecting my object, I can pick my command, for example, my move command. So it asks me to specify the base point, I can move it and whatever. Or I can select my command and then it asks me to select the object. So when I put it close to any object, it will highlight with white. If I press or select any object, it will highlight it with blue. So I can choose multiple objects at the same time. If I want, that's it, I just want these objects, I'll press enter to activate that command. So that's what noun verb selection does. It saves so much time and it's very useful. Usually you should leave that on. And another way to select and pick a command, for now I'll escape on my keyboard just to remove that. I can select and select my object, and then in a clear space I can right click. I get this large list of quick and easy way to pick my commands, so I can erase and move instead of going to the ribbon and go to the home tab and stuff. So that's another way. I'll hit escape a couple times to cancel the command. And also I can multi-select many objects as much as I want. So without any command activated, I'll hit escape to make sure of that. Let's go ahead and pick that couch and that plant, that chair, table, that piano, so I can choose multiple objects and then choose any command or just right click and do it. So I'll hit escape. Also, there's something else called selection window. There are two different types of selection windows, and I'm sure you're familiar with it, and I'll do brief or explanation just to make everything clear. If you click anywhere and drag to the left, you'll get this green window. It's with the marching ants. You'll notice as you hit at any part of that object, it will select it right away, so it saves some time. So for example, if I want this object, I don't have to go on all of it, just part of it, and that's it. It selects it. There's something else called lasso selection. It's new to AutoCAD 2017. I don't just click and drag. I just hold down my mouse key and I just go it without having that window. So I'll just click and drag. I get this, depends on how I draw it. So yeah, that's just something to know. The other one is going from left to right. So as I click and go from left to right, I will get this blue window. It doesn't have this marching ants on its boundary. It's just a solid color, white. This tool allows me to select objects, but only if they're all of that object inside that window. So it's very obvious now. It didn't select any of these, but for this column, because it went inside that blue box, and with the plant and the table and everything else. So that's everything with the selection. One last type I would like to mention, just so you can have a brief idea about it. We can type our selection. I don't have to do anything. I can type what I need to be selected. So for example, I will just pick the erase command. When it asks me to select an object, I'll just type all. Be careful with that. It will select everything in that project or in that file that you're working with. It's just a test or something to see how things are going. So when I pressed all, I'll press enter. You see it's all selected in my drawing. It's very dangerous, be careful with that. After I selected it, okay, I'll press enter again to confirm my selection or the things that I picked. It deletes everything. Now thank God that we have the undo command or undo button. When I undo that, it brings back everything. So be careful with it.